Hi, boys and girls. This week we are going to read informational books. And what that means is they are books that give us true facts about a topic. And this week we're going to focus on weather. So the books we read this week together on weather are going to give us true information or facts about weather. They are not going to be books of fantasy. So let's look at this book, Weather. It's a first discovery book by Scholastic. Now, this book is very old. I've had this book since I was in college learning to be a teacher, so it's many years old. So it's a little worn out, but it's a very good book to read about weather. So let's get started. It is spring. The air is warm. The trees and grass are bright green. Flowers are blooming everywhere. So in the spring, grass turns green again, flowers bloom. But look over here on this picture. What else happens during the spring? Suddenly, there is a shower. But the rain is soon over, almost as quickly as it started. Spring is the season of mild, showery weather. It's important that we get rain during the spring to turn the grass green again, to give all the flowers water to grow. After a shower, you can sometimes see a rainbow, an arch of beautiful colors. You have to look fast. A rainbow forms when sunlight passes through millions of raindrops in the sky. But rainbows never last long. In the summer, the sun shines hot and bright. Sometimes dark storm clouds gather. It is fun to play at the shore on a hot, sunny, summery day. But look, there's a thunderstorm. It isn't safe to stay on the beach when you hear thunder or lightning. Even if the thunderstorm stops your play, the sun will soon be out again. At the beach, cool winds blow the clouds away. You can fly a kite in the wind. The boys and girls, they're flying their kite. Unless it blows too hard. Their string broke and away goes the kite. After summer comes damp, cool autumn. Autumn is another word for fall. We've used the word fall all year in our classroom, but you can either call the season fall or you can call it autumn. It's the same thing. Leaves change color and blow away. See the tree? All the leaves are gone. The sky is often cloudy and gray. It rains and rains. There are puddles to walk in. Sometimes in the morning, fog creeps into town. Fog is a cloud that forms near the ground. We've had some foggy mornings in school this year where all the clouds are forming lower to the ground. It's hard to see. But then the fog usually is gone by noon and the air is crisp and cold again. Autumn turns into winter, the coldest season of the year. Days are short and nights are long. What we see in this picture, we don't see a lot of this here in Texas, but sometimes during the winter it snows and you can build a snowman. After a snowstorm, the countryside is covered in a white blanket. you can build a snowman. Put on your boots, your mittens, your snowsuit. The bright white blanket of snow is fun to play in. It is made up of millions and millions of tiny ice crystals. Each tiny snowflake has 6 points or sides, and no two snowflakes are exactly alike. If you're lucky enough to catch a snowflake on your hand, it won't last there very long, but you'll see they have a design just like we see here in the book. They're actually all very different from each other. When snow covers the roads, no cars or trucks or buses can pass. That doesn't happen here in Texas very often at all, but when I was growing up in a northern state, we had a lot of days that looked like this, and the snowplows would have to come through. The snowplows are busy clearing the snow off of the highways. Sometimes the winter air is so cold that frost dusts the ground and ponds freeze over. Now, we talked about that this winter, that in some places the ponds will freeze over and children are able to ice skate on it. But look at that picture. Is the pond completely frozen over? No, there's some ice around the edges, but this is not a pond that is safe to go ice skating on. It has to be very thick ice. Your breath makes a frosty white cloud in the air. Look at this picture. It shows the pond frozen over where that duck is walking on the ice and the boat is sitting on the ice. So that one is frozen over, but still it's not thick enough because look at the cracks. That would not be safe to ice skate on. But indoors it is warm and cozy. It is too cold to go out and play. You can stay in and think about spring. Spring will be here before you know it. So this book gave us all real information about the different types of weather we experience throughout the year. This week's assignment, I have the example posted in Google Classroom along with some questions, a document that has questions on it. And they're all what or where or when questions about weather. What I would like you to do is pick 2 of those questions and draw a picture answering those questions. Mrs. Behringer has posted an example for you to look at. So first pull up my example of what I mean, and then go and finish the assignment. So one of the questions might say, what type of weather do we have in the spring? And then you would draw the grass growing in green and maybe a rain cloud above. Or maybe one of the questions might say, when it is summer, what type of weather do we have? The book told us in the summer, the sun is hot and bright. When you're done with your pictures, I want at least 2 in your weather book. Send a picture of it to Mrs. Behringer so I can give you credit for your work. Okay, again, when you're on Google Classroom, first listen to this story and then look at the weather questions that I have. It's a document your parents will have to pull up for you. And then look at my sample or my example, and then you make a weather book picking 2 of the questions off of my list. Answer those questions and draw your pictures. I can't wait to see what you draw. See you again real soon. Bye.